Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Well, Michael Jordan asked when when Michael Jordan asked Chamillionaire to pay him $15,000 for a photo in a jersey. You should never meet your heroes, and an adage hip hop star you should never meet your heroes. Is an adage hip hop star Chamillionaire was forced to understand in the most embarrassing situation possible. Not only were there several eyes who witnessed him getting rejected for a picture, but it was none other than Michael Jordan who turned him down with not so kind words. Chamillionaire shared that he once saw Michael Jordan at a party hanging out with Spike Lee, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and some other members of the Boston Celtics. If it was some other celebrity, the hip hop star said he wouldn't have approached him/her. But it was his airness, the GOAT, Air Jordan himself. It would be foolish to pass up on meeting him, let alone getting his autograph or posing a picture with him. And so this is what Chamillionaire did. He expected to be turned down, but he didn't expect Jordan to be incredibly mean. I went over there and said, I don't want to be rude, but Mike, I just want to know if it's okay to get a picture. I understand I kind of expected him to say no, so I wasn't mad if he said no. But the way he said it, he said, hell no, I ain't taking no picture with no N word. I kind of got stunned for a second. My boys just started looking at me like, damn, Chamillionaire said. Chamillionaire did not just walk away. He knew that he was in a moment of a lifetime. So he explained to Jordan that he had just come from an auction earlier where he laid down $7,000 for one of his vintage jerseys. This was not to point out that he is strapped with cash and therefore belongs to the same ilk as Jordan. Chamillionaire wanted MJ to know that he is one of his heroes. Unfortunately, this did not convince Jordan to pose for a quick photo with the hip hop star. Chamillionaire admitted that after that emphatic rejection, he felt a course of emotions run through his body. His personal highlight reel of Jordan flashed through his memory. The times he drew Michael Jordan slamming on his foes, that nasty hesitation baseline move against the New York Knicks, or that time Allen Iverson crossed him up. Apart from this, Chamillionaire confessed that he got so heated that he suddenly craved to hit Jordan straight up. Fortunately, he calmed down and just walked away. Mm. And this is also what he said. He said, I just bid $7,000 for a Michael Jordan jersey. And then Michael goes, you know what? I tell you what, you pay $15,000 right now for a jersey from me, and I take a picture with you. So that was a blast from the past. I'm gonna try to bring some of those back. It's been a while since I did it. Um, yeah, this is Michael Jordan, man. I don't know what people expected. You know, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's been a prick for years. So let me see if this is it here. I think this is it here. I wanted to play it a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, we got everybody paying attention. I know a lot of y'all be asking me about this Michael Jordan story, right? Everybody like sees me always talking crazy about Michael Jordan. Let me explain to you. I saw Michael Jordan. I met Michael Jordan at this Michael Jordan party. It was at his party, and I
This is Chamillionaire explaining it to you from his own words.
never. I know it's some rumors that I asked him for an autograph and he said no, or like that's a lie. I saw Michael Jordan. I'm at a party. And I don't ask nobody for nothing. I never do. I don't like it when people overly do it to me. I had saw Michael Jordan taking pictures with girls. He was like, and I ain't mad at it. He's taking pictures with people, you know what I'm saying? And he's taking pictures and he's just, and every now and then taking pictures, you know what I'm saying? So then later on, you know what I'm saying? I seen him, and they was like, "Oh, there go Mike," and he was standing over there. He was with some of the Boston Celtics. He was with Spike Lee. He was with I don't know, some other people, and I was just like, man, this is just that one moment where I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go say, I'm gonna ask Mike for a picture, and then I said, I went over there and I said, "Hey, fellas, nobody was talking. They was just chilling, whatever, right?" And I was just like, man, I don't mean to be rude, but Mike, I just want to know if I could get a picture. And then now I understand. I kind of expected him to say no, so I wasn't mad if he said no. But the way he said it, he said, "Oh, hell nah, man, I ain't taking no pictures with no niggas." And he said it like that, and I was like, I kind of got stunned for a second because I was like, wait a second, I don't think he heard. I turned back and my boys were just looking at me like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of thought that he didn't hear what I said, and I was like, keep in mind, I had just came from a Reggie Bush event. Everybody knows about the Michael Jordan jersey, right? Me and Reggie Bush was doing this event, right? And he was auctioning off these jerseys. So I had to keep on raising my hand and bidding for these jerseys, right? And it was a Michael Jordan jersey, an Allen Iverson autograph, the Shaq, a Vince Carter. There was a whole bunch of jerseys, right? And I kept raising my hand. It was like 1,000. I raised my hand. They said 2,000, and some dude raised his hand. And they said 3,000. I raised my hand. They said 4,000. We kept going back and forth. And then I finally went over to him at 7,000. It was like, "Hey, man, stop raising your hand, man. You don't want them jerseys." And he was like, I said, "Man, how about we stop and then we both split the jerseys at 7,000 and we split the money?" And he was like, "All right, cool." So we didn't raise our hands no more. And then they said, "Sold to Chamillionaire and that guy right there for $7,000. So the guy tells me that he wasn't even tripping. He didn't even want to get the jerseys. He was just trying to show off to Kim Kardashian, who was on the stage. I was like, man, this dude that made me pay $7,000 for these jerseys, and he didn't even want the jerseys. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, whatever, right? I'm telling Michael the story. I'm like, I just bid $7,000 for a Michael Jordan jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he goes, "You know what? I'll tell you what. You pay $15,000 right now for a jersey from me, and I'll take a picture with you." And keep in mind, Michael Jordan's real tall. He's looking down on me. And I'm looking up at him like, man, I've never been so heated in my life, man. My heart just started racing like, I'm about to steal off on this fool. And I thought about all the times when I used to pause the little video game or the basketball game and draw the picture of this dude dunking. I thought about all the times when I seen John Starks come baseline and just dunk on them fools. I thought about the time when Allen Iverson crossed them over, and I was like, what? Jordan, how you let Allen Iverson cross you over? Like, big Michael Jordan fan. And it's just the way he did it. And then who was it? Paul Pierce. So one of them was like, "Yo, hey man, chill out. That's Chamillionaire, man." He was like, "I don't give up," and he cursed. He said, "I don't give up, nigga."
Wow.
And I was like, and then you know what I did? I just sat there for a second. I just sat there and looked at him, and then I turned to Spike Lee and I said, "You know what? I appreciate it, bro. That's all good." And I shook Spike Lee's hand, and they all had that look like, man, that's just how Mike is. You know what I'm saying? I shook everybody's hand, and then I walked off, and then Ray Allen was over there, and Ray Allen was like, "Hey, man," he took a picture with me. I guess they was kind of doing it because they kind of felt kind of like a certain way or something. I took a picture with Paul Pierce and everything, but it wasn't really even that big a deal. I expected him to say no. It's just the way he said it. It was the most rudest. Right. I'm probably not even repeating it as mean as he said it. So after that, I was like, wow, man, this dude must really be, he must feel a certain way inside where he just treat people like that. And keep in mind, when I used to stay in Chicago, a lot of y'all know about I used to stay in Chicago, the people that I used to stay with, they used to tell me all the time that Michael Jordan is bad, man. He just be smoking weed, cursing all day. I didn't believe it. I was like, no way, not Michael. You know what I'm saying? Because the image that he portrayed. And then it was like, they knew because they used to clean his cars. They used to work for the company to clean his cars. And he always used to be cursing at them. He always used to be talking trash to them. He always used to be saying stuff. And they told me, and I was like, nah. So then when I finally saw him, he was like that to me. So I was like, wow. And then I had heard so many rumors about people saying how Michael Jordan, how bad he was. So I was kind of disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's some people that's gonna go out there and say, "Oh, Cam was a groupie for Michael Jordan, man." You can say whatever you want, man. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, them the biggest icons that I ever had. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no rapper. Those was it. Because remember, I wasn't really allowed to listen to rap like that when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? My dad used to watch basketball all day. Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, I could tell you anything. You know what I'm saying? And then Michael Jackson. But so Mike was just a big disappointment, man. And then sometimes a little kid will be asking for an autograph. He'll be like, "Oh no," you know what I'm saying? That's why to this day I'll never be like that. Even if I'm in a bad mood when people ask me, I still do it. I wouldn't talk that way to somebody. I might even tell them, Now, I'm not really in the mood, but I still do it in a nice way. He was just, he'll curse you out. So, and then after that, my security called me and was like, yo, Nike brand Jordan wants to talk to you because they want to apologize. They were trying to send me Nike Jordans and all this stuff. And, I was like, oh, and then to make the story even interesting, when I was coming in, I was about to leave, and I saw Young Jock coming in. And Young Jock was heated about something because I was like, hey, man, no matter what you do not go talk to Michael Jordan. And then he was like, yeah, Michael Jordan. And I was like, why you all mad? He was like, because he had just came down the red carpet and he was wearing some Adidas and people were mad. They were like, how you going to disrespect Michael Jordan in the air that he walks on because you coming into his party with some Adidas on? And Young Chuck was like, what? Like, I'm not even going to repeat what he said, but he was like, man, I'm not, it's not God. What you talking about? Like, that's how they was acting, you know what I'm saying? So that's my Michael Jordan story. I don't know if I've told anybody that full story in entirety, but yeah, he was like looking down on me, cursing like he wanted to fight, and it just came out of nowhere. He must have been in a bad mood. It was bad. It was bad. It was like pretty embarrassing. Like, as a man, even as a man, you want to be like, I actually felt like, man, I should just steal him right now. I'm just gonna steal him. I don't care what happens. I'm just about to punch him. But I didn't. I refrained, and I was just like, yeah, all right. He probably would have knocked me out. Michael Jordan probably would have knocked me out. I don't care. I would have made front page. Believe that. I would have made front page.
And this is why you don't meet your heroes. This is why I don't praise athletes. It's not just Michael Jordan. It's a lot of athletes out there who give attitudes and don't have the time for their fans, don't even give the fans the time of day to actually spend some time, talk with them, chop it up or anything. But this just goes to show you, you guys hate on Tom Brady, but y'all don't ever talk about Michael Jordan, how they did everything to save him in the league, how they did everything to prop him up on a pedestal, to have all these people blinded by him. And it's the same thing I see with LeBron James today. It's just sad that only one player gets this much push, but everybody else is just expendable. So that was my blast from the past. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by going to the description box. Hit the link, take you to the Cash App. You could donate $1 or donate $1 million, whatever you're willing to give, we accept. Thank you for listening, and we are out. Live boy.